If you're serious about wanting to make money online with your digital hustle, I got 5 habits that you need to adopt. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first one is that you need to invest in yourself like Warren Buffett. So instead of buying the latest shiny object, you need to really be looking at how to learn and develop skills, how to surround yourself with successful people, and just have that commitment to continually growing. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make, this will be an example for you, is like social media hacks is always a thing, right? And so people are always looking for social media hacks and how they can figure out the algorithm and all this stuff. Well, guess what? Back in the day in the early 2000s and maybe 1990 or something like that, yeah, it was easy to like figure out all these hacks and all this SEO stuff and just gut load things with keywords and all that stuff. But I got news for you, like that's not the case today. There are no social media algorithm hacks today. Literally, the algorithm is you understanding the customer, you understanding your audience, and you making a commitment to actually making better content and letting the audience decide. So that's just one example. All right, the next thing, build an audience like Oprah. So instead of just always trying to sell to strangers, focus on building a loyal audience that trusts and respects you, creating entertaining, infotaining, valuetainment, whatever people want to call it, but just content, building that relationship with your audience, emailing them every day. And then that'll give you an opportunity to sell to them over and over and over again. All right, the next thing here, create value like Elon Musk. So I know that this whole wave out there about like hacking and copying other people and modeling what works. And yeah, there's a lot of good in that, but you really got to focus on creating something that's truly unique and valuable that solves a problem for your audience. And when you do something that's actually unique, you're no longer a commodity and it gives you an opportunity to charge more for your products and services and make more money in the process. So, for example, one of my favorite, I guess, marketers, copywriters to buy from is Ben Settle. And Ben Settle is the only person I know that could sell a physical book, 500 pages, sometimes maybe 200, 300 for thousands of dollars. And some of that just takes the actual stones to do it, so to speak. But also, really, it comes down to having a truly unique approach to solving problems that other people aren't doing. All right, let's go on. The next one, you got to be consistent, almost like a machine. Okay. So instead of focusing on the quick wins, you really want to focus on being consistent in your work and creating a sustainable model for you to implement and repeat over and over and over again. Consistency is always going to win out when it comes to setting your goal. What I like to do is actually set goals that are more process centric instead of just looking at the outcome, because a lot of times we don't really control that outcome. So we can't control if we did the necessary steps and completed the process. That's 100% of the time we control the process. We don't always control the outcome. So that's why I like to focus on process oriented goals. And that way I can be more consistent. And then last but not least, be patient like a tortoise. So instead of being like the hare, right, build a long term strategy that will pay off for you over time. And be patient. Don't give up too soon. And that way you always have a great chance of finishing. So there you have it. Those are 5 habits that you need to adopt ASAP. And until the next time, it's your boy Huss. Peace.